Hey everybody, Even Steven here. Today we're going to look at my board game weekend with my friends. Every month we have a weekend where we get together and game. Here is how I do it. I'm going to show you how to pick our games, how we choose to see who did the best and the worst that weekend. Here we go. One of the tough things about board game day, whether it's weekly or monthly, is picking what game to play with all the people that you have there. So what me and my board game group do is we pick the picker. We each have a special dice that we pick, and whoever is in, let's say it's the start of the evening and all 6 people are here, we will take all 6 dice, roll them, and then you'll put them in one of the available slots on the back here. So let's say the highest number puts their dice here, and everyone will place their dice accordingly. Then there's a chute in the back, and it's like Plinko. It's going to come out, and whoever is in this position will get to pick the first board game for the night. So we just tilt the dice down, they go through, and then in this case, the blue player would pick the board game for that night. Then afterwards, when we have to pick again, the blue dice is out. So that way, everyone gets a game that night that they get to pick for sure. Another thing we've added to our board game weekend group is that we have a scoring system for the games that we play so we can see who is the board game champion for that weekend. So we have 1-star games that are 30 minutes about, we have 2 stars that are about an hour, and 3 stars that's about an hour and a half. Based on the position that you get in the game, you will roll a specific dice to advance on the score track to see who is the board game champion. We also have streaks, so if you win 2 games in a row, you get to roll 10-sided dice, etc., etc. This makes gaming fun, and even jockeying for those positions in games that much more important. The last thing that we've added to our board game weekend is the scoreboard. So based on the die that you roll, you move your meeple that has a magnet that number of spaces on the score track, and by the end of the weekend, after adding up all the points, we'll see who is in the lead. Whoever is in the lead will take home the golden meeple that they will have and in their house until the next board game weekend, and it passes on to the next board game champion. We also have a Hall of Fame board to see who is the past board game champion and who did the worst, just for fun. And also we're going to have an average points per weekend so we can see who averages the most points per every weekend. Okay everybody, that is my board game weekend, some fun things that we do with my group every month. Let me know in the comments, do you have any other ideas or cool things that you do with your group on board game day? We'll see you next time.